Good evening,
Hello, good evening. Welcome to our
channel.
Thank you, Shilo. This was my daughter Shilo. She was giving the introduction because she is super excited about the channel. Anyways, first of all, thank you so much, subscribers, all the reviewers, all the comments. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're actually taking it into hearts and that it is helping you in your parenting. That's something so great to know, so awesome to know. Thank you so much, dear friends, and everybody around who is listening to this video. Thank you. Now let's continue with the further part of the video. So in the previous video we were discussing about anger management for parents, and in that video we discussed around 5 tips, right? I'm sure it's helping you out in your parenting and you are remembering it, right? So not wasting the time on those 5 again, I thought I'll further move to the another 5, right? So the other 5 tips are, the first one is enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. I'm saying because parenting can be joyful, enjoying, at the same time it can be horrible and frustrating. I'm sure this mixing goes on, right? Sometimes it will be very joyful, very happy, loving and whatnot, and some on the other side it can be very frustrating and horrible. What I would like to tell you is, enjoy the stage. Enjoy the stage that the child is right now, because it doesn't last forever. This age doesn't last forever. Children will grow up like this. Life keeps on rolling on itself, right? So enjoy the stage, enjoy the journey. Whatever is the stage, keep on enjoying the journey, right? That's the first point. Enjoy the journey, whatever the situation is, whether it's loving, frustrating, horrible, whatever the situation is. Enjoy, start enjoying the journey, because it will just vanish like this. It will just vanish in a fraction of a second. With a blink of an eye, it will just vanish. It will just go on like this. So before it vanishes, once it is in your hand, enjoy the journey of parenting. Let them also enjoy their childhood, right? The next one is, keep the perspective. Always have a perspective of why you are here. You may have anger in you, things when things go crazy, when the children drive you into nuts, you may go crazy, but always have a perspective. I read a story last week on a book which says, a father and mother, they were really frustrated. They were sitting in their sitting room and they were discussing, and it seems father was very angry because just the day before, the children, they went into the apple tree garden and they plucked the apples and they were using it as, stones or balls to throw each other. Those apples which were like really watered and nourished and brought well by the father are being plucked by the children, and they are being, instead of even eating them, they are being used as stones to throw each other. And father was really very frustrated. You know what, how the mother had this perspective? Mother's perspective was something different. You know what she said? She said, it's okay, calm down. We are not raising apples, we are raising boys. It's not something that a non living thing is in our hand. No, we have a living being, a human being, just like us. So don't consider, you should have the priority. You should understand that we are not raising apples, we are raising boys. Or sometimes you may get frustrated. Oh my god, my house is so much haphazardly kept. It is so much chaotic, drawn everywhere, walls are dirty. You may have so many things which are actually disturbing you. Don't worry. You are not here to keep your house clean, right? It's also there, of course, but your priority in life is not to keep the house clean, but your priority is to raise your boys or to raise your girls in a well mannered, disciplined way, so that they become good human beings, right? So that is next one. Always have a perspective, depth, or rooted in you. You should have a perspective. You should have an understanding of the reason why you are a father or why you are a mother. That's another point. The next point is, remember who they are. These kids now, they are small. Yes, we agree, they are small, or they may be teenagers, but these are the kids who are growing to be like astronauts or composers or authors or scientists. These are the kids, these are the young buds who are going to be trees. I remember I read a story about Einstein. I'm sure everybody knows Einstein, right? Einstein, his mother was writing a story in which she said, when Einstein was a small boy, one day she was in her bedroom and she saw Einstein coming out from the garden and bringing a bottle of worms, really wiggly worms. So he brought those wiggly worms and he just dropped it into the bed, on the cot that they were lying. And like Einstein's mother, the way she explained, I felt so much happy, like how much you value your child. Instead of getting angry because the bed sheet has been spoiled, she was just observing him. And from that day, she observed that Einstein, he has a scientist hidden in him. That's the reason why he brought those worms and he was observing them and trying to figure out what's going on with them and how it moves and how it crawls and whatnot. As a mother or as a father, we have a duty to observe them also, right? Instead of getting hijacked by anger, or instead of getting irritated and frustrated by your anger because you see only the superficial things, when you control your anger, you start observing things. Only when you have your anger calmed down, you understand or you realize that there are more important things hidden in it. When you see the superficial things, you forget to see what is happening in the root. And those things which are happening in the root are really to be observed, because that is something that is hidden in the child, which the child is trying to discover. And if you just stop it with a bang, things get just spoiled, collapsed. Maybe that hidden talent of the child has been collapsed because of us. Isn't that awesome to know that as parents, how much anger management is important in parenting? Isn't that awesome? To be frank, I really feel very awesome in explaining you this, because this is what I'm experiencing in my life and I'm so happy to share with you. And the next next important tip is, remember your job. To all the people who are watching this, as a parent or as a father or as a mother, let me ask you, what is your priority? What is your job actually? Is it only to discipline them? Is it only to shout at them? Is it only to scream at them? Or is it only what else? Remember your job. Whatever is the condition, whatever is the circumstances, your priority, your most important responsibility is to love them. Love them. Just love them. They may test you, they may put you into such difficult situations where you really lose your temper. But please remember your job. Your job is to love them. Do your job. Never go away from your job. They may make mess, they may disrupt this schedule, or they may disrupt all your plannings, all your parties or your dinners, everything. They may test you in various ways, many different ways. But please don't forget that your priority, your job is to love them with all your heart. And when you love them with all your heart, they will grow up to be very successful individuals. And the last one, I would say, the one that is more dear to my heart, I feel the most important one is, remember who you are. Who you are. We often tend to forget who we are. You remember the moment as a mother, I'm specifically talking to mothers now. Do you remember, or even fathers, even father or mother, do you remember that precious moment when this newborn was born and the newborn was given to your hand? The first time that your child smiled at you? These are moments which are sometimes not deserved by us. I would say not deserved by us. These are God's gift actually. We are being given responsibility to rear them and to love them and to do our job. You are this child's mom. It's a huge responsibility. Remember who you are. Raise a next generation. Never underestimate their talents. Never underestimate whatever they do. Anger becomes secondary in whatever we do when we really understand who we are. Why are we here? What is our responsibility? When you understand this very important, crucial, tangible thing, you remember you will suddenly, you will like automatically, you will make your anger as secondary, and you will start doing your job as a priority. You will change the world. I'm telling you, by you yourself controlling your emotions and being calm and understanding who you are, understanding who they are, keeping a good perspective in your mind, you are going to raise the next generation into a very developed, well disciplined, wonderful, blessed generation. You just remember, you are amazing, you are awesome, and nobody can be like you. You can change the world. Thank you for listening to this video. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.